Hello, my name is Jakob Munck, and I'm going to introduce you for 4 books that I consider among the most important books that has been written in the last 50 years. And they are all meant to make you understand in a better way the culture that you're living in. That means the Western culture. And the Western culture is under leadership of the Jews. The Jews is a revolutionary people. They have always been a revolutionary people since they left Israel about around 30 after the death of Christ. If you want to understand the history of the Jews, you can start reading this very big book. It has 1,200 pages. It is called The Jewish Revolutionary Spirit and Its Impact on World History, written by E. Michael Jones. It's a huge book, and it shows the theology of Judaism that is directed against making revolutions. That's why any revolution in world history has always been made by Jews together with someone else. There are so few Jews in this world that the Jews alone, they can't make any revolution. But for example, the Bolshevik Revolution, the Jews took the leadership of the Bolshevik, the Communist Party, and they changed Russia from a Tsarist country to an atheist, so-called communist country. That was in 1917, the revolution was, and the years after that, they were trying to build up communism, and now, it's all gone. But there are many other revolutions that has been under leadership of the Jews. For example, the neoconservative revolution in America. It's some kind of Trotsky revolution. Trotsky, this huge enemy of Soviet Union. He was a Jew too. And he tried to make an anti-Russian, anti-Soviet organization called Fourth International. And they, in some way, transformed in America into being the organization called neoconservative organizations. And I think the guy who started this organization was called Irving Kristol. He was a Jew and a Trotskyist. So Jewish religion has had a lot of revolutionary impact also in modern times. Today, Jewish influence is mostly against Christian religion in all the Western countries. And the main point in these times is their efforts to make gay marriage legal and to make gay marriage possible in the Christian church. The Jews, they know that if you accept gay marriage in the Christian church, that means the whole basic structure of family, of Christian theology is just about gone. And of course, the Jews, they are against Christianity. They've always been like that. Ever since they crucified Jesus Christ, they have tried to destroy Christianity, and that is what is going on today too. So one big book you have to read if you want to understand the Western civilization and the Jewish content. Another book, it is written by an American professor. He is called John Mersheimer. It's about the Israel lobby. It shows in great detail how the Jews are running USA today. And Jewish policy is Jewish policy. That's why Israel is the main ally of USA today, and everything that is against Israel is not allowed to do in any part of USA or in the Jewish colonies in Europe. For example, Denmark, where I'm living myself, but also the same in other countries. It is simply forbidden to criticize Jews or to go against any kind of Jewish idea. You will simply go to jail, lose your job, lose your marriage, lose everything if you try to do that. Third, I have a book written by a Jewish historian called Israel Sharak. It's a pretty short book. It's called Jewish History and Jewish Religion. And it shows the theological roots of Jewish racism. Jewish racism is the root of the talmudic Judaism, because nowadays Judaism is a talmudic teaching. It's not a Torah teaching as it was before the Jews were expelled from Palestine around year 70, when the Jewish temple was destroyed by the Romans. So Jewish religion today is a Talmudic religion, a racist religion, and that's how you can understand what is going on in Palestine. And that is the simple and the only reason why all the Muslims of the world, they identify with the Muslims living in Palestine. They are so very much against Israel and the Jewish religion, and thereby also against the countries that are supporting in a military and political way the racist Israel. Last but not least, I'll show you this excellent book called The Culture of Critique. I told you the Jewish religion is the religion of uprising. They call it Reformed Jews, to make a reformation. Well, that is the same as to use the culture of critique or to make permanent revolution, as Leon Trotsky called it, or to have a revolutionary spirit, as you read in this book by E. Michael Jones. But this book here, written by Kevin McDonald, The Culture of Critique, is a detailed review of all the Jewish movements in America and Europe after the war, and how these movements, they transformed into the Jewish policy of America today, the whole mythology of the Holocaust, the whole mythology of what happened in Second World War. You know, the Jews, they want to tell you that the Americans won the Second World War. But the fact is that the Russians, they were the one who conquered and who killed so many Nazis that Nazi Germany was defeated. But here in this book, The Culture of Critique, written by Professor Kevin McDonald, you can read about all the social movements in modern times, from the Frankfurter School and other intellectual movements, also the psychoanalytical movement, and the whole way of thinking that constitutes the culture here in Denmark, where I'm living, and in the whole Western world. Well, remember, I'm not against the Jews. I'm not anti-Semite. No, I just want you to know what is Talmudic Judaism about. Don't fool yourself. If you want to understand your own life and the Western world and the conflicts in this world, you have to understand Talmudic Judaism. If you don't understand that, if you go in the illusion of the nonsense of Holocaust mythology, then you will never understand what is going on this time, and maybe what will be the reason for the Third World War. Thank you for listening.